63-year-old John Leonard, arrested for DWI, his first offense. Leonard forced to sleep on a concrete floor, stuffed in a filled holding cell for 11 straight days. Israel Hammond, arrested for possession of a firearm and drugs, including marijuana. For 12 straight days, the only time he left the cell was for his 3 times a week shower. Police picked up James Blanchard for disturbing the peace. Blanchard tried to sleep in a holding cell like this for 13 straight days. This is Cell Blocked.
We're humans, we should be treated like humans.
It's clearly not legal or constitutional.
Do you realize you're breaking the law yourself?
A Fox 8 investigation that ended an illegal practice that's been going on for decades. One the Justice Department couldn't even stop.
It's like a kennel for human beings. That's what it is.
At one point in time, I counted 42 people in the holding tank with me.
We are bringing a legal force down to Louisiana.
In St. Tammany Parish, you're not accused of committing a crime. You're guilty of committing a crime until you go to court and prove yourself innocent. It's backwards from the Constitution.
Here's Chief Investigative Reporter Lee Zurich.
The state of Louisiana has laws, rules that detail how an inmate can be treated. We uncovered a local sheriff's department has been breaking them for years, even decades, and until our investigation, didn't even care. We detail the findings in Cell Blocked. Right here. Tell me when to stop.
Recreating a box.
Stop about right there.
Right here?
We're humans, we should be treated like humans.
The size about 20 feet long, 10 wide.
17, 18 people at all times in there, sandwiched in there like sardines.
The floor?
Yeah, I guess it's concrete like this. Hard concrete.
It's harder than that.
We asked 2 Louisianians to retrace their time in a box just like this. Here's the real version, and here it is filled up. No shower, no bed, just a toilet open for the rest of that box to see. 2 nonviolent offenders, one in for driving drunk and fleeing from police, the other for a probation violation, spent more than 2 weeks locked up in this box or holding cell.
How long were you in holding for?
17 days.
You were in the holding cell for 17 days.
Holding cell for 17 days.
For 16 days, did you leave that holding cell?
The only time I left was for showers. Yeah, for the showers.
Their story, what happened to them, is against the law.
So this is a law enforcement agency breaking the law.
Correct.
And this agency does it every day. Nonviolent offenders in for a drug court sanction, disturbing the peace, a first offense DWI, even a probation violation.
Whoever is in charge of this prison is not living up to the legal obligations.
According to Louisiana's minimum jail standards, new arrivals can be housed in holding cells for a maximum of 48 hours. There it is in writing. Then they must be transferred to an appropriate housing facility. Instead, they're being stuffed in this small room with few places to sleep.
No beds. What'd you sleep on?
We slept on concrete. That's all there was is concrete.
Last year, Ahmed Bakr had some drinks, then went to visit a friend.
I was going pretty fast on my motorcycle.
How fast are you going?
Probably about, the first time they got me, probably about 90 miles an hour.
Police tried to pull him over on the causeway.
I ran. I don't know what I was thinking.
He finally pulled over. Police arrested him. He bonded out and months later missed a court date.
Why'd you miss the court date?
I didn't have a ride, honestly. My mom was out in Texas and she had the car, and she said she forgot I had court.
So a bounty hunter found him and brought Bakr to the St. Tammany Parish Detention Center. He stayed inside the holding cell for 16 days.
It's the same for everybody.
Same for everyone.
Mm-hmm.
They're in there for weeks.
Mm-hmm.
This St. Tammany Parish resident asked us to hide his identity. He's afraid of retaliation.
You're not a violent offender.
No.
He received probation after a first offense DWI, but forgot to tell his probation officer he moved.
You messed up.
I did. Absolutely. I'm fully accountable for my actions, and I am not upset at all that I was, put in jail for my neglect.
What upset him? The 17